the Wake Up Call with KB and Andy.
Wake up!
Wake up, will you, pal?
They need a wake-up call.
Someday this country's gonna wake up.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kevin Bowen, Andy Sweeney, Mark Dykton alongside. I think we've reached the point in the week, and I don't want to be sensitive, certainly to any other whatever parts of town, and certainly I know Southern Indiana. Andy, probably your neck of the woods, has been absolutely wrecked with this winter storm. I think we're past the point of giving morning updates, though, right?
Yeah, I saw Matt Bear in the hallway. They're still crashing everywhere, though.
Are they really?
I mean, yeah, there's, go to IBC's Twitter account. There's still wrecks everywhere. I don't know if it's just the normal wrecks that you get in a big city, on your morning commute, or if it has to do with the snow and ice. But I would agree, we're still getting here early. We're leaving even earlier than we would. I walk in here today, Kevin Bowen's already sitting down. I go, we're about at the end of leaving super, super early to get here.
Yeah, I think you looked at me and were like, wait, did you get kicked out of the house last night?
I was like, did you sleep here with Corbin?
Yeah, what's
going on?
What are you doing here at this hour? But again, my commute wasn't, any longer than normal. So safe travels, certainly, to everybody out there as we continue to move along here in the week. We thought this would be a Chris Ballard, a season-ending press conference coming up here in 2 hours. Again, the original schedule was for Ballard to meet the media at 9 a.m. this morning. We had plans to carry that live last night. I'd say a little after 6 o'clock. The Colts announced that, unfortunately, Chris Ballard under the weather, and so his season-ending press conference will be postponed to a later date. So TBA to be announced.
I think
to be determined.
Do you do TBA or TBD? Which one?
TBD,
Which one
right?
are you? Okay,
They don't know, so that would be to be determined. Correct.
Well, or to be announced. I don't know. Which one's the proper one?
Yeah, and TWA.
Tomato.
That dome in St. Louis, what it used to be called.
Oh, yeah. It's exactly it. No, it's too bad. Hopefully Chris Ballard is feeling better, and for our sake, hopefully he doesn't do it Thursday at 7:30 in time for the Notre Dame game, or Friday afternoon.
I thought
So
that
we
was
can
legit
talk
when
about
Kevin
it.
texted that yesterday.
Yeah, we were texting back and forth, and Kevin's like, what if he does it 7 o'clock on Thursday? So, Mark, you believe that?
I did believe it because he said an expletive right before it, so I assumed.
I mean, if
that
it
was
was
real.
Thursday at 7:30, I would. I guess I told you yesterday I'd cry if Al Golden left Notre Dame. I would cry once again.
Yeah, but I mean, Ballard will be scouting, Tyler Warren, and he'll be
maybe in person.
Well, he'll be scouting defensive linemen. There's plenty in that game, so he'll be scouting the D-line, getting ready for the 2025 season. But it is too bad. We're okay, though.
Fittingly, kind of busy night of hoops. We got the Pacers, we got the Hoosiers, we got the Bulldogs. Certainly the team over at Hinkle desperately needs a win. They're on the road tonight at Providence. Indiana's got USC at home. It's kind of funny, the first time that we've seen Indiana-Purdue play one of these West Coast Big Ten teams. It's still a bit odd to me to see that on the schedule. So that's down in Bloomington tonight at 7 o'clock. And the Pacers take on the Bulls back at home. I thought about asking Rick Carlisle yesterday about it, Andy, but I didn't consider it the most pressing thing.
Okay.
I'm watching the game Monday, and late first half, and Tyrese Halliburton, I don't think he gave a foul. Sometimes you see guys, for whatever reasons, they occasionally will give a foul and immediately go to the bench for, whatever, rest or who knows what. And he goes to the bench with 3 seconds to go in the first half and kind of sits or stands there, kind of puts his hands on his hips, and then just walks to the locker room. Early, with 3 seconds to go still in the half. And
Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. Lamar Jackson has to do this all the time.
And again, it was mom night, in Brooklyn. I don't know if his mom was kind of flagging him over of hey, I got you an Uncrustable that I thought you could eat here at halftime.
An orange slice.
And so I was a little questioned because, I went back and actually rewound it, and I, watched the previous minute. I'm like, was he favoring anything? And I didn't notice it. He played the second half and played quite well. I bring up all of that because as we sit here 12 hours before tip tonight, he is questionable with an ankle injury. We probably should mention Tyrese Halliburton is yet to miss a game all season. I mean, we are approaching the halfway point of this NBA campaign. He's yet to miss a game. And guys, I don't know if he's been on the injury report yet.
Yeah, I can't remember a time. I'm looking at ESPN right now, game time decision officially. I don't know. I cannot remember a time
We've
where we
obviously
went into
talked about his health, but
well, sure. I mean, last year it was such obviously a big conversation because, him being injured obviously had a huge effect on the team. Plus, he needed to not miss too many games, that threshold, so he could have all the postseason awards, and he made himself a lot of money last year by coming back. So obviously, it changes things, and it's like one of those odd games where, you hope that you end up just being much better than the Chicago Bulls, but right now, you and the Chicago Bulls are kind of right there sitting next to each other. You're the 8 seed, they're the 10 seed, and it's not the game the other night against Brooklyn. What did you call it? A professional win?
Professional win,
Is that
yes.
what you call it? I like that. I'm going to start using that. It's a little bit more than that, but Chicago is one of these weird teams, and Mark, you know this, following the Bulls a little bit more. Like, 2 or 3 of their main players are they going to trade them? Haven't we been doing this for like the last 3 years with some of their guys, with Levine and Valanciunas, I believe?
Vucevic, yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see tonight, but obviously without Tyrese Halliburton, it's going to be an uphill battle, so you hope he's okay. It's also one of those things, like you mentioned, in the NBA, missing a game is so... It's just so expected, right? Like Joker missed a game. He was ill. He missed a game last night for the Denver Nuggets. To not have this with Halliburton is quite something, but it is a stinker if he doesn't play just because it's a home game and it's a very winnable game. And right now the Pacers are playing the best basketball they played probably in the last couple weeks.
Pacers have yet to be 2 games over 500 all season. That's what they're